All right, before we get this episode started, after you watch this, if you enjoy it, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and my channel. A big thank you to you for that. Now, here's this week's episode. Hi, welcome to a special edition of Rapant Outdoors 360. We're down here by Lake Michigan. This weekend is the Air and Water Show. The Blue Angels are here for the first time since 2017. Now, my wife's birthday was Wednesday. We're having a cookout and people over this weekend, so we won't be able to come down here and watch the actual show this weekend. But the Blue Angels are supposed to do some practicing today. It's Friday before the show. So we've come down to the lakefront and hopefully we're going to show you some precision flying by the Blue Angels on this special episode. So stick with us, they'll be in the air shortly. So the actual air show will take place down at what they call Bradford Beach down there. And I'm sure there's tons of cars. So we're here at what they call South Shore Yacht Club is right here. And like I said, the air show tomorrow will take place down in that area where those taller buildings are, right out there. But we'll see some of them flying around up here shortly. So we're right down here by the lakefront. We got a nice little bench to sit on. So and this is what they call South Shore Park here in South Bayview area, correct? So. Okay, we had some air activity already. I'm not sure what it is. There they are. What do we got? This must be a... Those are E10s. We get a treat to a little bit of the whole air show. E10 ground attack aircraft. Very cool. So evidently it's not just the Blue Angels today. We may see other aircraft that will perform this weekend. So pretty cool. While we wait in between air show flybys, there is enough activity on the water to watch and keep us occupied. Paddleboarding here inside the breakwater. Got a pontoon dock, people swimming. Next, we pick up a single-engine prop-driven aerobatic plane, doing some loops and leaving a smoke trail in his flight path so you can follow. And as he finishes up, he's heading back towards Mitchell Field, our international airport here in Milwaukee, named after Milwaukee native General Billy Mitchell, one of the first air power advocates after World War I. In order to show his air power theory, he had aircraft actually dive bomb a U.S. battleship with flour bags as bombs to show that aircraft could hit and sink ships at sea. Well, those are those A-10s again making another pass. The A-10 Thunderbolt, nicknamed after the World War II close air support fighter, the P-47, is affectionately nicknamed the Warthog. With its distinctive twin tail and dual-mounted rear engines, its profile is highly recognizable. And it is the ground troop Sky Warrior, called on to provide close combat air support with their ground attack capabilities. Besides wing-mounted platforms for missiles and bombs, its nose-mounted 7-barrel Gatling gun is capable of firing 1,800 rounds of armor-piercing shells per minute, thus destroying opposition armor as well as personnel. Here they are showing aerial maneuvers that they use to circle and make attack strikes on opposition forces. It's said that they can turn on a dime, thus keeping them in the strike zone for a longer period of time. As we wait for the next aerial performance, we see a gentleman on what seems to be a motorized surfboard.
There's another precision flying team. Propeller aircraft. I suppose the Blue Angels will be the last thing we see.
Just like tomorrow.
Making their pass over towards Bradford Beach. With their contrails of smoke. It's funny to watch those, how far apart they are. When you see the Blue Angels, their wingtips are almost touching. It's amazing what they can do with those aircraft. Is that the name of it? The SS Milwaukee? The ferry? Car ferry?
Yeah.
This is the ferry heading for Michigan. We saw it coming in when we first got here, but it's a car ferry, and take a trip across the lake to, I believe it's Ludington, Michigan it docks at. So they're just heading out. The Lake Express.
Next up is the U.S. Navy's P-8 Poseidon.
Here he comes again.
Which is a mocked-up version of the Boeing 737 civilian transport aircraft. The Poseidon operates in the anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance role.
Here he comes for the third pass.
It can be armed with torpedoes, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, and other weapons. It can also drop and monitor sonar buoys to keep track of submerged submarine activity.
You can hear him. I'm sure you can hear him. But he is moving so fast. When I zoom in, I lose him. That's how fast he's going.
I see him right there.
By the time I zoom in, he's way past where I was looking.
Yeah. He's going that way now. Disappeared in the sky.
I try to gauge it on these masts, but then by the time I zoom in, he's already past what I'm looking at. Oh, that's the new, I think, F-35 Lightning. Now I got a better look at it. Whoa, he's going vertical. Yeah, I believe that's the F-35. Wow, he did his spin move. He's coming back down. Very cool. Sorry it's so bouncy, guys, but he is way out there. Whoa, look at the maneuvers.
The F-35 Lightning is an all-weather, stealth, multi-role combat aircraft intended to perform strike and air superiority missions. It is the most lethal, survivable fighter jet in the world.
Very cool. Now we got a canoe going by. Still waiting for the Blue Angels. Yeah, remember when I said, stick with us, the Blue Angels will be up shortly? Well, that was about 2 hours ago.
We're hot, sticky, sticking it out.
So, air show practice was from 10 to 3. We showed up around noon. We saw quite a bit. I filmed some stuff, but we're waiting for the Blue Angels. So it's 10 to 2. Practice is supposed to end at 3, so they gotta be next. Stick with us.
It's real quiet out there, so they got to be getting ready.
The quiet was broken with the sound of jet engines, not the scream of a fighter jet, but the four J-57 Pratt & Whitney turbofans of the KC-135 Stratotanker. It's the United States Air Force's air-to-air refueling tanker, which helps extend the range and airtime of U.S. tactical fighters and bombers by mid-air refueling from the boom at the rear of the aircraft. Now, the KC-135 can carry 203,000 pounds of fuel, most of which is used for refueling, and it has a range of 1,500 miles and is manned by a four-man crew. Now, during the hookup and refueling process, both aircraft stay connected while flying in a figure-8 pattern.
We even had a parade go by while we were waiting for the Blue Angels. That looks like the tail end. He must be the sweeper.
Finally, out over Lake Michigan, we pick up in the distance a Blue Angel, but not the F-18 Hornet performance aircraft used in their precision flight demonstrations, but the C-130 support aircraft used by the Blue Angels and affectionately known as Fat Albert. The aircraft's official designation is the Lockheed Martin C-130 Hercules. This modified C-130 carries the Blue Angels maintenance and support equipment from airshow to airshow during the show season.
Climbing and leveling off.
Now, the C-130 has a flight range of 2,400 miles and can carry 45,000 pounds of cargo. And it's manned by a crew of 7, 3 pilots, 2 loadmasters, and 2 flight engineers. And the pilots of the C-130 are Marine Corps personnel, as well as one member of the precision flight team. The number 4 Blue Angel flying in the slot position is always a Marine Corps pilot.
Coming right at us.
Now, with its appearance, we know that the Blue Angel flight demonstration will soon follow, as Fat Albert does its flybys about 15 minutes ahead of the Blue Angels.
All right, Blue Angels. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Angels. They're still invisible.
Nothing yet. There's some money right there coming in off the lake.
Oh, yeah. That's like a yacht.
Yeah, that's got a radar and everything on top. Coming back inside the breakwater as we wait for the Blue Angels. Oh, I hear jets behind us. Someplace. They're coming.
Jets.
There they are. We've waited 3.5 hours to watch this. Flying the F-18 Super Hornets, the Blue Angels.
They gotta come back and do something.
Oh no, they'll have, how many you got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, it's hard to keep them in the screen. There's the main group. They're coming back. 3 of them. They're going to pass over the beach. I hear one behind us. I'm going to try to pick up here real quick. They make a low-level pass past the beach. Coming right over. There he is. Here comes the other one coming this way. Just passed underneath them. Making a turn. Yeah.
The Boeing F-18 Super Hornet is a supersonic twin-engine carrier-capable multi-role fighter aircraft. The 2 GE 414 engines that power the Super Hornet provide 22,000 pounds of thrust per engine.
Yeah, coming right at us.
It has a top speed of Mach 1.8 or 1,190 miles per hour, and it has a climb rate of 50,000 feet per minute.
Oh, there's 2 more coming.
The Super Hornet is the backbone of the U.S. Navy's carrier air wings.
Oh, one's inverted. The one on the right flipped on his back.
Oh, cool. It's upside down.
Yeah, we're going to watch airplane. We're just going to go with
Top one's inverted. He did a flip.
The versatile Hornet can perform virtually every tactical mission requirement, starting with air superiority, day-night strike capabilities with precision-guided weapons, fighter escort, close air support, suppression of enemy air defenses, maritime strikes, reconnaissance, forward air control, and yes, even refueling tanker missions, thus making it the best tactical aircraft in the U.S. Navy. Now, believe it or not, the Blue Angels fly the oldest currently airworthy Super Hornets. These aircraft have all been thoroughly flown before. Most of them were new back in the 1999 to 2000 timeframe. The aircraft you see them fly here today are 22 to 23 years old.
Whoa, they did a flyby. That's cool.
Yeah. Goosebumps.
the other one coming back our way, they did that same pass. Let's pick up the one on the left side and make a loop. There should be one coming from the right. They're gonna come right at each other. There's the other one, doing a roll coming back at us. There he is. Very cool. Quarter breaking apart. Very cool. Pass over Bradford Beach. That's the main display area for the air and water shows right there. That'll be tomorrow and Sunday. We got two more coming. I can hear them to my left.
Here.
Let's see if we can pick them up.
There they are.
There they are, coming over the trees. And they're gonna make their pass at Bradford Beach.
Oh, look at this.
Another barrel roll in formation.
The original Blue Angels were formed in April of 1946 at the request of none other than Admiral Chester A. Nimitz. Their original name was the Navy Flight Exhibition Team. After seeing an ad in the New Yorker magazine for the Blue Angel Supper Club, their name was changed to the now familiar Blue Angels. The team's first demonstration took place on June 15, 1946, at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida. While flying F-6 Hellcats of World War II vintage, the early shows centered on aerial combat tactics in the Pacific, with an AT-6 Texan as a mocked-up Zero for the enemy aircraft. Boy, the Blue Angels have come a long way to today's precision flying demonstration team.
Pulling back into formation with the three.
There's the other two behind.
There they are. They're starting to pull together now. The two
right there.
stunt maneuver planes are joined in a formation of three, creating a wedge. and they'll probably make a final maneuver and pass, and that'll be the end of it. They're dropping off now to make passes. There comes two on a single pass over Bradford Beach. One pulling away, lost the other one. 3 coming out. There they are, all 6, all 5 rather, they got 5. Should be their final pass. Slow roll turn, very cool. We got 5 today, we're missing one. They usually fly 6. Still, lots of fun to watch. Way out there. I'm gonna pull back here, show you how far out. One plane on the left of the diamond keeps flickering in and out of the smoke.
Oh,
It disappears, comes back, disappears. Hi, I hope you enjoyed our little departure from the usual RO360 video episodes of hunting, fishing, land and resource management, harvesting nature's bounties, and some cooking tips on processing our wild game. Although I classify this RO360 outdoor adventure as an outdoor activity and a nice tribute to our armed services, please leave a comment as to your preference. Now, if you, the YouTube Nation, enjoyed this little diversionary video, I'll try to include at least one of them every season. But if you would prefer that I stick to hunting and fishing and other wild outdoor adventures, please drop a comment and let me know. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.
Join us on our next episode as the RO360 crew travels to the Vantagie Deer Camp along the Brule River bordering Upper Michigan. Our first visit was in August due to the weather-related damage done, which was mainly downed trees at our central Wisconsin hunting lands food plot and in north central Wisconsin at the lake cabin in the septic system area. And our luck didn't fare any better at the camp. Wind gusts peeled back our tar paper roofing earlier in the year, and we had water damage inside the cabin from a leaky roof. Puddled water, mold, and even mushrooms growing on our carpet in the bedroom area. And the issues didn't stop there. Craig's trailer also had axle issues as he lost a wheel crossing the river into camp. But in spite of our issues, preparation for the fall hunting season was completed.
Feel free to comment below, or if you don't want to comment in the public eye, we can also be reached at Rapant Outdoors 360 at gmail.com. Now, if you know somebody you think might enjoy this video series, please feel free to go ahead and share this video or this link with your friend. See you next time, guys.